I understand that you're hearing a lot about the solar eclipse of August 21st and the supposed great sign in the heavens on September 23rd. But before selling everything and wrapping up in a bedsheet waiting for the rapture, or saying goodbye to your friends and family before the end of the world, let's get biblical for just a couple minutes. The total solar eclipse on August 21st is being called the Great American Eclipse because it will completely traverse the continent from Oregon to South Carolina. The moment the moon covers the sun will also occlude the star Regulus, the king star positioned between the feet of the constellation of the Lion of Judah. The planet Mars and Mercury will join in mass conjunction on each side of the sun. This is a great sign in the heavens, a warning that the upcoming Day of Trumpets initiates the intermediate fulfillment of the Feast of the Lord. The next great sign in the heavens will transpire on the Day of Trumpets, September 21st, sundown in Jerusalem. At that time, the new moon will be positioned in the womb of Betula, the Virgin. Regulus, the king star, will be in conjunction with Venus, Mars, Mercury, the sun, moon, and Jupiter at the moment that the blowing of trumpets announces the Day of Trumpets. The moon, in the womb of the woman, announces the labor pains revealed in Zechariah's thermonuclear war and Joel's prophesied invasion of Israel. This great labor will initiate the regathering of Israel after the war and the fulfillment of Jeremiah's prophecy concerning the revealing of the ark and the confirmation of the covenant by the hand of the Almighty. The great sign in the heavens of Revelation 12 spoke of the astronomical conflagration that was seen over Jerusalem on Tishri 1, September 9th, 2 BCE, the Day of Trumpets. The constellation Betula, the Virgin, was clothed with the sun and the new moon of the seventh month beneath her feet. Above her head, in the crown of 12 stars, the constellation of the Lion, the planet Jupiter, the righteous, came into conjunction with Regulus, the king star, positioned between the feet of the Lion of Judah. That very night, the trumpets blew to announce the birth of the righteous king, the Lion of the tribe of Judah. That was the great sign in the heavens that informed the Chaldean astronomers of the birth of the Jewish Messiah. The moon beneath her feet foretold the birth of the male child who was destined to rule all nations with a rod of iron. The celestial alignment on September 23rd is not the great sign of Revelation 12. The date is insignificant on the Creator's calendar, but it is the only time this year that the moon actually appears beneath the feet of the woman, as it regularly does in this season. The Almighty governs the universe according to His calendar and His time clock, not how we manipulate it. The prophets warned of an economic collapse that initiates great wars. A measure of wheat for a day's wage, but do not hurt the wine or oil. Joel and Yeshua both described the sky departing in a flash and then pillars of fire rolling up into the stratosphere, darkening the sun, moon, and stars. That is what causes the moon to turn a prophetic blood red, not a lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipses on Passover and Tabernacles of 2014 and 2015 were the advanced warning. But most read their own dispensational theology into the signs and completely ignored the Hebrew prophets. There will be no rapture for at least 7 years from this Day of Trumpets. But the brimstone is about to hit the fan. Just as the eclipse will cut its path across this nation, founded on Creator-given rights, will be irreparably divided. The world will turn against Israel in a flash. It will appear that Israel has been forsaken. If not for the intervention of God Almighty, the nation of Israel would be no more. But His promises are sure. He will regather all of Israel to their home, and their multitudes, returning from the four corners of the earth, will inhabit all the land, from the Euphrates to the Nile, just as the Creator promised to our father Abraham. If the rapture occurred today, the Almighty would have to retract numerous chapters of the Bible that were recorded by his prophets, prophecies that must be fulfilled before the return of the Messiah. Don't take my word for it or anyone else's. Read it for yourself. The English version has been around for more than 400 years. You have no excuse. I'm Michael Rood. Join us at www.aroodawakening.tv for A Rood Awakening. And I'll see you when the smoke clears.